Hi, welcome. To start off, what is your name and what subject do you teach?
So I'm Ryan Beavers. I teach General Physics, AP Physics 1, and Year 2 of IB Physics.
Awesome. And which one of those is new to you?
AP Physics 1 is new to me.
I'm Claire Burke. I'm the Pinnacle Yearbook Advisor. I teach Visual Journalism 1, Yearbook 1, so journalism classes, and one section of Advanced Composition.
Rodney Deckard, and I teach U.S. History.
My name is Chad Andrews, and I teach English at Carmel High School.
So what is one interesting fact about you?
Oh, one interesting fact. So I have two cats. One of them is polydactyl. She has extra toes. So I guess that's not like a fact about me, but about my cats. But it's kind of cool that she has like extra little toes.
I love to teach and I love coaching.
A lot of my students know this, and I make no secret about it that I love music. Specifically, I love DJing, and so you'll hear a lot of EDM music thumping out the door here.
I enjoy playing golf, both regular golf and I'm a big disc golf fan, so I play that quite often.
So before this year, what did you do?
I was a teacher at Pike High School. I've taught and coached 28 years at the high school level at various schools here in Indianapolis area.
So before this, I was teaching over at Lawrence Central on the east side. Past 4 years I was there doing very similar position, advising the newspaper yearbook, teaching journalism classes. Last year I taught dual credit English as well, W131 and L202. And then for the 4 years prior to that, I was at a private school on the East Coast, advising publications and teaching journalism classes.
So before this year, I was teaching General Physics and IB Physics, so both the Year 1 and Year 2 of IB Physics.
So this year I started teaching AP Research, which was a first for me. I've not taught actually any AP courses before, much less research, so it's a new foray for me.
If you had to explain in one sentence what AP Physics is about, what would you say?
Oh, in one sentence, huh? Well, I'd say AP Physics is a good foundation for collegiate physics.
AP Research is primarily about students being able to design and manage their own independent study.
Relating our historical facts to events that's going on today in the world and in the United States.
I think I would say it's about preserving memories and really just preserving what happens at school every year.
What personally do you like about the subject?
Oh man, so much. I mean, I've always enjoyed math and science, so physics is really kind of a marriage between the two.
What I really like most about AP Research is that it never gets old and it never gets predictable.
It's interesting because you can, again, relate it to what's happening in today's world with all kinds of topics. And then to me, that makes it relative.
I don't think there's any better training ground at school than a journalism classroom. The newspaper, the yearbook, radio, TV, I mean, those are real life skills that students are practicing. And I'm biased, but I think that that's the best place to learn, you know, those time management, communication skills that are going to serve you well in college and beyond.
Every teacher teaches at Carmel High School.
Yeah.
But what is something you do besides teach?
Besides teaching, I do a lot with music. I do DJing on the side. I really enjoy doing that. It's actually a hobby that I get a lot of relief from. It's a stress reliever for me. If I go home and I've had a hard day, I will just DJ for myself, and it's a lot of fun.
Hanging out with a couple of the teachers around here, so we might meet, go have dinner, or gone on kayaking trips.
Oh, I just love getting to know the students.
Coaching. I love coaching. I love the interaction with the players. Love the preparation, the work, and building relationships with the players as well as my students. But outside the classroom, each player is a unique individual, and it's fun to build relationships with them.
So far, what has been your favorite moment of the year?
My favorite moment? I think it would have to be, I was very excited when I was offered this job, but I think my favorite moment was actually before the school year started when I met the editors of the yearbook. It was just, they were so excited.
Honestly, in this first unit of physics, in all the physics classes I teach, we spend time talking about mathematical modeling and kind of like the scientific process, and be able to see students kind of piece together what we're trying to do and for it to make sense to them.
Coming back and seeing some of my juniors, and the fact that they just came into the classroom to say hi, to see how my summer went, just meant a lot to me.
I just like how the students, they're all interested in learning. They want to learn. They come in, they're ready to go. Many say thank you when they leave, which is kind of unique, because I'm just doing what I love, which is teaching.
So how would you say this year has been different for you than previous years?
Well, being as it is my fourth year, I would say one big difference is that there are only some new things. Not everything is new. I feel like I know Carmel High School, and I'm knowing my students a lot better than I did at first.
Teaching 3 different classes is a little tricky.
It's just a new school, so everything from the time I get up in the morning to the time classes start and end, all of that is new for me.
The atmosphere, the culture here at Carmel is very nurturing. It's very family oriented. The staff, you don't even know, they walk up and down the hallway, hey, how you doing, good morning. And the students are the same way.
How do you think this year will be different than future years?
How it will be. And again, at the end, I've never worked on a publication that's as big as the Pinnacle. I mean, 500 pages, that's the biggest thing for me. I think just being able to open up that book at the end of the year and be like, wow, we did this.
Well, I think I'll be used to the block schedule. This is the first time I've had to teach in it, so it's an hour and a half's a long time. So I have to adjust my lesson plans a little bit towards that, and I think after I get those adjusted, it'll go a lot smoother next year.
Well, hopefully I'm still teaching the same courses again. You know, every time I teach a course, I can, you know, the next time around, I can always make it a little bit better. I can make things a little bit clearer.
One big difference is that I have 2 entirely new classes to me. AP Research, and then in the spring I'm teaching L202, which I'm super excited about.
What has been the hardest part of this year, would you say?
Adjusting to the block schedule.
Finding the time to plan for all 3 classes.
Just kind of working through that new school environment has been the thing that for me is the biggest.
My students have always been bright and very intelligent, but I have also taught at levels where I've often felt that I needed to assist them with a lot of skills that with my AP Research kids, they are already quite good at. And so I've even told them one of the things that is really challenging this year is catching up to their speed.
If you had only one word, how would you describe the CHS culture?
Family.
I think I would say inclusive.
I'd say kind.
In general, CHS culture is one of optimism. I think that a lot of the kids I encounter day to day are really motivated.
So what is one thing that you would like to tell students who are thinking about taking any of your classes?
Oh, it's a good one. Be prepared to think.
I mean, it's a lot of fun.
Come in with an open mind.
One really crucial factor isn't just that you have an interest and that you have an interest in research. It's also, can you manage your time? Are you up to the task of doing work independently and of being able to self-monitor and self-regulate?
What are you most looking forward to this year at CHS?
Again, for my students to leave with some new knowledge.
Honestly, seeing what my research kids come up with.
Watching the students grow throughout the course of the year.
Oh, just getting to know the students more, and just producing that book and really having that bond over, you know, my first year. This is my first staff here, so I know that this group of students is one that I'll never forget.
And to close, one final question. What is the most rewarding part about teaching?
I think it's the interaction with the young people.
Oh, I think I've already said it, just like getting to know the students.
Watching students grow. Watching them go from having maybe some insecurities about their abilities to do physics, and be able to, through practice and determination, watching them become more and more confident.
This is going to sound really cliche, but to really show kids their worth and to help them feel that worth and sense that worth. And for me, like this, again, this is going to sound cliche, but like I love empowering students, giving them tools to succeed. And that, again, I'm going to stop saying cliche. Because when both a student feels that they are seen, that they're understood, and that they can be themselves and care about what they care about, but they're also giving some skill to like achieve that or do something with it, you're talking about giving a human being the best you can give them. And that's really what I want to do, is give them my best. And that starts with seeing them as a person, appreciating them as who they are, and helping them to appreciate themselves too. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.